do hit that quite hard, don't I? Good afternoon, members of SBC and other members of City Council and to our community. I just asked our Madam Secretary if you would like to do a roll call, please.
Absolutely. Deputy Mayor Dodick? Here. Councillor Campbell? Present. Councillor Middleton Hope?
Present.
And we also have our chair, Councillor Parker?
Here.
And then we have Councillor Schmidt-Rempel, Councillor Croson, and Councillor Carlson online.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Madam Secretary. I'd like to now read the acknowledgement on the lands of the Blackfoot people of the Canadian Plains and pays respect to the Blackfoot people past, present, and future while recognizing and respecting their cultural heritage, beliefs, and relationship to the land. The City of Lethbridge offers respect to the Métis and all who have lived on this land and made Lethbridge their home. Move on to item number 3, adoption of the agenda. Signed by Councillor Campbell. Well, first of all, is there any changes or anything to the agenda first, Madam Secretary?
Yes, we did receive an email, I believe on Tuesday, the City Clerk's team, requesting that the item be withdrawn from the agenda today as the people that were planning to present it had a change in membership and aren't prepared to make that presentation. So that's one of your options today, is to remove it from the agenda.
First of all, I'll get some, since we did have this meeting advertised and everything, can I get feedback from members of the committee? Sure, Councillor or Deputy Mayor Dodick.
I see that there was a request from a Mr. Higgins who did indicate in an email, says, I will attend to offer explanation for our request. So maybe we can have Mr. Higgins explain the reason for the request.
Okay, I'll make that decision after I hear from also Councillor Middleton Hope. Thank you.
Yep. I would like to hear from Mr. Higgins as well.
And Mr. Higgins, you are in the audience, and if you like, and you do want to request, just explain the logic behind it, so feel free to come to the microphone. And there's a little button on the podium there, just to raise it up or down, and welcome.
Mr. Chairman. Yeah, my apologies for the short notice request to have this set aside for the time being. On Thursday of last week, the Citizens of Lethbridge Urban Chicken Club that has made the request for this presentation today had an annual general meeting and elected an almost entirely new board of directors. I'm the president of the Citizens of Lethbridge Urban Chicken Club now. We're a registered nonprofit organization with 60 paid members, 30 members that have submitted within our own organization applications to participate in a pilot project, should the city permit that. And we administer a Facebook group with about 650 people on it. The new board of directors is a fairly significant shift from where CLUCC had been in the past. We've got a highly talented and well-informed board of directors comprised of, we have a PhD biologist working in genetics in livestock production today. We've got the executive chair of the Lethbridge Public Interest Research Group at the university. And based on discussions and the history of how this issue has gone with the city to date, the board made the decision at a meeting on Monday to request to postpone this because we feel we just don't have the scientific, I mean, we've all got opinions, but we just don't have the scientific and statistics from the other 17 Alberta municipalities that currently permit urban hens. And we want to gather that and give a much more concise and professional presentation when we're prepared to do that, which is probably a month or so away. Obviously, we've got a fair bit of work to do.
Thank you. You're probably willing to entertain questions in regards to the logic, not the issue itself, but the logic of why you want to postpone this or withdraw this. Is there any questions in regards to that? Councillor Campbell?
I just want to make, by postponing, by asking to postpone it at this level, maybe Mr. Clerk or someone can say, is that process-wise, is that what, can they then ask to make another presentation? Or does this just, when this is removed from the agenda, does that just go away?
Yeah, I can answer that question if you'd like, Chair.
Sure.
You could, if you remove it from the agenda, it would go away, but that doesn't mean that they couldn't ask again. Or you could go ahead and then have your motion be that you want to postpone it, and then you could postpone it to a specific date, so either to the September meeting or the February meeting.
So we could give them a date to decide when they want to, and they can reapply for a presentation.
Yes.
Okay.
We would be very pleased to present at a September meeting.
Councilor Deputy Mayor Dodick.
My understanding is that September agenda is absolutely packed.
Yeah. Okay, so the question, to answer your question is we can, that you asked, Councillor Campbell, we can. And then the chairman at the time, who's in charge of the agenda, will make that decision, who's on it. And it's up to you folks, of course, to apply as well. We're not going to assume that when you're going to apply, we'll just wait to hear from you. We won't go to you. You'll come to us and ask. And of course, I'm thinking that SBC Agenda Committee will be respectful and of course want to hear not your case, but your presentation.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah. Just give us a few seconds here. We're removing it right from the removing it right from the agenda. So it's like what's going to happen. Yeah. Okay.
So just to clarify, you can either have the item proceed on the agenda and then postpone it later on to a specific date, or at this point you could remove it from the agenda and they would come back with their own submission to the clerk's team. Oh, or you can postpone it the adoption of the agenda if you would like to postpone it right now.
Do you need a separate resolution?
I'll just make that change. Maybe our legislative officer can just put it on the board because my computer has frozen. If you're going to postpone, you need to choose a specific date.
It's going to be.
The February meeting would be the meeting following the election.
Yeah.
Okay, February 19th.
Technically, you can't postpone it because the agenda committee puts the meeting together, so it's up to the agenda committee.
Want to just remove it from?
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead with this.
Yeah,
motion then.
okay. Yeah, that'd be more appropriate. Yeah, okay. All right, so I have item 3.0, signed by Councillor Campbell. Be it resolved that the July 17th, 2025 agenda of the Safety and Social Standing Policy Committee be adopted as amended to remove item 5.1, Citizens of Lethbridge Urban Chicken Club presentation as requested by the presenter. Councillor Campbell?
Yeah, I think we've figured this out. So I'll just ask for council's support.
Okay.
Call the election. Call the votes.
Further debate?
Yeah, SPC support. Yep.
All right, all those in favor? Opposed? Carries unanimously.
Okay.
Thank you.
We didn't do consent agenda.
I have the following resolution signed by Councilor Milton Hope. Consent agenda 4.0. Be it resolved that the Safety and Social Standing Policy Committee, 1, approve the minutes of the Safety and Social Standing Policy Committee meeting held on June 19th, 2025, and authorize the chair and the city clerk to sign the same. And 2, receive for information the status of directed resolutions for July 17th, 2025. Councilor Milton Hope.
Thank you. I'll call the question unless there's any changes, Madam Clerk.
Seeing none, the question's been called. All those in favor? Carries unanimously. Anything else? I'll now call this meeting to adjourn.